Alright guys, welcome back to another vlog. s2000. That's Bert. Man is over there.
Mine needs some water.
Alright, what
from the other unit for the speakers. Or at least we could just do the install video of the panel without the speaker.
I mean, since the speaker, you know, it's basic.
Actually, you know what? I think the original plastic housing bolts onto this. Let's find out.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna be installing these AP1 door panels on Tao's AP1. Some people have been asking because they think that the AP1 door card is a full panel, but it's not. So the OEM panels are actually two pieces. It's this upper section and then this lower section. We're gonna be replacing the lower section.
Nice. So we're gonna show you guys how these door panels are installed on the s2000.
The first thing you want to do is take out all the screws that hold the door panel on.
Should be like what, 2 or maybe 3 screws?
Depends if your car's been taken apart or not. This one's been taken apart quite a few times, so it's actually missing a few. There's Tao, but I'll fix it later. There is a plastic push clip that goes here, so this one you would pop out. Yeah, there's a handle screw that goes here and it's anchored to the door frame. And there's one screw in here.
You just pop the plastic out.
Yeah, and it's just holding the plastic bezel in. Aside from that, it's just a bunch of push clips all around the sides. And I'll show you how to pull off this little handle bezel.
Like that.
Now you can grab along the bottom and start to pop it out. After this, we'll need to disconnect the power switch assembly.
There you go.
We'll disconnect this here.
As the door's out, and which were the screws, Matt, that we need to take out?
These ones.
This
all
should be
along
what?
the top edge.
Like, I just chopped this into pieces. All the screws are out.
And then so from here, you just pretty much separate them. Pops right off. You'll just keep this upper section, and then this lower section is the one that's going to get replaced. And the only thing that you need from the lower section is the window switch. Pops out from one end. Well, I need a smaller.
Wait, hold on, let me get it. So that's the upper piece of the door panel for window control switch.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab the metal door handles, assemble it onto this panel first, and then we'll assemble this to the upper section.
Come back in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Alright guys, Matt is back. Here's a nice door panel. Door card. Door card? Door card.
Yeah,
door
we'll
card,
call it
right?
a door card.
Door.
Just pop in all these screws and nuts.
So this comment says, you know, there's 2 little holes.
Yeah.
Top and bottom, so you can't miss it.
And then on these panels, the only thing you need to watch out for is technically you could mount the door handle on the wrong side. However side, it's going to be mounted just like this.
It's going downwards.
Yeah. Door handle is going to be
Okay.
obviously towards you, so you can pull it.
Like that?
Yeah.
Pull it.
And for this one, you would flip it around the other way. The handle on, so it would be like this.
So first we're gonna do the door handles, and
It's going to be the power switch.
that will go on this little big rectangle.
Yeah. What's up, Ramon?
What's up?
How you doing? Playboy.
Good. S2K front basketball.
Okay.
Only question I had, assumption is that flat washer goes on the top part?
Yeah, as long as it's the same on both sides. So if you put it on the top, it goes on the top on both sides. If you put it on the bottom, it goes on the
Oh,
bottom.
okay. So just, all right, cool.
Man, those welds look good, man.
Get a little closer, buddy.
Look at that, man.
Oh yeah. So which size is it for the screw?
3mm hex, and then on the nut, it's an 8mm
You get
socket.
an 8 and then 3mm.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're new to the whole car stuff, you keep
overturn
breaking. Yeah, you overturn. When it gets tight and it gets loose, it means you
Yeah, but over time you develop that feel, like you know right when it's about to strip out, and that's when you leave it alone.
there you go.
So there's one thing we would do is pop in the switch.
It goes just like that, facing up.
For this little tab that holds this bottom of the switch, you may need to bend it slightly to apply enough pressure to keep the switch from wiggling around a little bit. It used to be a 90 degree, so I just pulled it down a little bit. All right, Kevin, so the next step you're gonna do is, using the factory screws, you're gonna assemble our panel.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this one is broken.
Broke off. Yeah, these cars are, well, this car particularly is 21 years old now. Kind of getting old.
It's like another 240.
It's turning into 240, man, sadly.
And on this section, what goes here?
That's what bolts onto the door. So this bolts into the door, this goes through into the door, and then this is also a door. That's what secures the entire panel to the door. So these ones, you don't want to tighten them too much. They are plastic, but just a little bit of pressure. All right, so the OEM harness appears to be coming through this hole here, so we're gonna give it a little bit more slack by feeding it through this way so that we can reach the new switch location back here. Go ahead and feed the wires through. There's a little gap that you can feed things through. So one item that needs to be removed is this, I don't know what you want to call it. It's called a rod protector. But anyways, yeah, it says rod protector on here. You're gonna unscrew the screw here, and then on this back side, it's just a clip, so you can just pop it out. All right, so for this one, the factory harnesses come out through this hole here. So you're gonna need to reroute them from the inside underneath the rail assembly and out through the back pocket. That way they can reach the new switch assembly location. The reason the switch needs to be here is the switch won't clear the sheet metal, so it needs to sit within this opening. So let's go ahead and make these connections.
And for the back is this little push clip. It's right there. I got lucky.
Alrighty, so door panel is on. Everything fit pretty well. The only thing that to note on this AP1 doesn't come with a factory tweeter. So this one is aftermarket, and it is pressing against the metal of the door. So this part of the upper panel is actually being pushed out. You shouldn't have that issue. But as far as the install goes, that's pretty much it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long black screws on each door panel going directly into the door. 4 small screws with the 4 small nuts for the handles going to our panel. And then the factory switch assembly pops right into our hole, the original retaining screw and clip. And then on the rear hole, it's a push rivet. You just pop that one in there and it's good to go. That pretty much completes the install.
And go down. It matches with the interior, everything black.
And it gives you a ton of clearance too with the door closed, like the factory panel, which you can see there if you want to pull it over. So right off the bat, you can see that the speaker bezel is right up flush with the speaker here, which means that this entire section back here is sticking out just as much. So with our panels, you'll be able to gain a lot more clearance if you're looking for a little bit more leg room, or if you're planning to run some door bars, you'll be able to gain a little bit more clearance between the door bars and yourself. One cool thing that I like about it too is it's kind of like our V2 panels, where it retains the OEM upper because it flows back into the dash, but the lower has maximum clearance. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining us. That concludes the installation of the AP1 door panels. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video.
But wait, there's more.
Alright guys, now the S2000 is out. We got the S15 inside. We are gonna be scanning the engine bay. Matt is gonna be scanning for the strut tower. He's gonna make a custom tower first. Take these 3 bolts out over there too. We'll be back with the scanner. There, we got Matt's favorite tool. You guys can see it.
Alright Kevin, we just finished 3D scanning the engine bay. Super simple process. So I'm gonna design the prototype in the computer, send it over to Renee. He can cut it out, Ramon can weld it together, and then we'll test fit it. Another cool thing that I was thinking of incorporating is some type of a master cylinder stopper into the strut bar itself.
That'll be pretty neat.
Or maybe even making a master cylinder stopper that bolts into here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be running some post-processing to clean it all up and make it look real pretty.
It's pretty cool. Like a little toy.
I know, right? Toy Jay-Z.
Make RC cars.
Uh-huh.
Alright.